Inglewood. Game 4, LA was leading the series 2-1 coming in. They literally could have been up 3-0 if not for a play here or there. Kawhi, Joker, Lorenzo Charlton, he tip-dunked that in to win the game at the buzzer. It appears as if he did. Of course, they would review it. Did it get in and out of his hands on time? That's a good bucket. First tip dunk to win a game at the buzzer in NBA playoff history. Series tied 2-2.
Oh, man. Yeah, we want to get the ball, excuse me, to Joker, the last shot, you know. He went to the trusty soundboard shuffle. I'm just trying to clean up everything on the glass, trying to get a tip back, just do whatever my team needs for me to win.
You're almost shaking a little. I mean, what's going through your head right now?
That's a crazy game, man. That was a crazy game. I don't know. That was tough.
You could say it's a lucky play, but that's a big athletic man, and he met the ball early. I couldn't tell if it was good or not. And, you know, it's one of those things where that's going to be on NBA TV someday, but I'm glad we won the game. I'm glad it'll be on Nugget Day and not Clipper Day. So, hell of a win, 2-2 going home.
Things we've been talking about for 5 years, offensive rebounds, you know, and you get beat on the offensive rebound. But, you know, Joker shot an air ball, wasn't really expecting that. You know, Brown cut to the middle of the floor, and, you know, James and Norm was kind of in between trying to, you know, check with him, and Gordon made a hell of a play, you know. So, you know, it is what it is.
The series is now tied 2-2. And Twan, I don't know if you're old enough to remember, when this happened, the first thing went through my mind, NC State, Houston, 1983, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. Derek Whittenburg shoots the shot. Lorenzo Charles dunks it in at the buzzer. They beat Elijah Wan, Clyde Drexler, that great Houston Cougar team, coached by Coach Guy Lewis, rest his soul, and they pull off the national championship. Very, very similar situation. Replay center officials confirmed the ruling. It was a good basket. The ball was out of his hand when the buzzer went off. According to ESPN research, Aaron Gordon dunk was the first ever game-winning, buzzer-beating dunk in NBA postseason history. Jokic. Look, Shea's going to win the MVP. Jokic is the best player in the NBA. 36 points, 21 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. He joins Giannis as the only players with a 35-25 playoff game over the last 20 seasons. He was great when he needed to be great. And I don't know what adjectives or adverbs or whatever we want to use to describe this man, Twan.
Yeah.
But we can't sing his praise or heap praise on him enough. That third quarter was a thing of beauty. They stretched the lead to 25 to 20. But I know, you know, I'm noticing this, and tell me, am I delusional? When teams get down, it seems like everybody likes to jump into that zone. The Clippers jumped into a zone, and it really threw them off their rhythm, because the guys started taking early threes. Michael Porter Jr. took a couple. I think Aaron Gordon took a couple. I think Murray took a couple. And it allowed them to and they started trapping, forced some turnovers, and they got themselves back into the ball game. But the Nuggets absolutely had to win this game in order to make this a series. I can see this being a 7-game series. What did you like about what you saw from the fight and the determination? Because normally, Twan, you have a lead that big and you lose it and the team take the lead, you're like, we cooked.
Honestly, you know, with Denver championship team, you just seeing it right now. Those guys been in the wars. They've been there before. They don't get rattled. I think with the Clippers, and you just alluded to it a little bit, you got to pick your poison. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jokic is going to get his numbers, but you got to decide it's going to be 36 or 26. And what I mean by that, you got to double him. You got to double him with a purpose. I can't get him get a triple-double with 30. Because now the chances are you're going to lose that game if he's able to get 30 points. Yes. You got to make Murray. You have to make, you know, Gordon. You have to make Michael Porter Jr. beat you. You have to decide. T. Lue is a great basketball mind. Jeff Van Gundy, I know, it's over there orchestrating the defense. You can't let him have his cake and eat it too. Y'all guys heard that saying too. When you ever got your cake and eat it too, you can't give them both. You got to take away one. And they didn't do that tonight. When you look at the numbers, you see 36, 21, and 8. That means he did everything.
Yeah.
You got to take this. Yeah, I'd rather them have 15 assists and 20 points. Now I know at least I got a chance. But if you're going to give them 30 points, they don't have a chance to beat them. The Clippers got to remember, the Clippers are missing a really important piece off the scoring from last year. Obviously, Paul George is a big piece to replace on the scoring side. Norman Powell was great today. They're not getting much at the point guard position as far as scoring if the Clippers are not. They're kind of doing that by committee. I think the big fella's playing as good as he can play. Zubac,
playing
against.
Excuse me.
He's playing unbelievable. You playing against, arguably the best center ever to play the game. He may end up as the best center ever to play the game. You're playing him one-on-one most of the time and trying to guard him and score. So they're doing a good job in that sense. I just think the Clippers have to make a decision on. We can't give them both. Which one are we going to give them? Are we going to make him a passer, or are we going to let him be a scorer?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. He's that good. I don't know which one to do. Right?
It's hard.
I would have to watch some. I would have to really watch the film, Chad. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta watch the film and kind of figure out maybe the percentages. These guys are all analytical now, so maybe these guys, maybe some percentages that can tell you which way to go. But man, I can't sit and watch them do both.
But this is the thing too, right, Twan? Listen, what happened if you do double him? You catch him up top. You catch him down in the post and you double him, force him to kick the ball out. But when you have Michael Porter Jr., Christian Braun, and you got Jamal Murray playing and contributing the way they are tonight, it wouldn't matter if he does get 20. If he doesn't get 30, they gonna counter for the points that he doesn't score with the way they played tonight.
Well, I want to see him get 5 guys. I want to see him get 5 guys in double figures again. I'm gonna try to lose that way, but I'm gonna lessen that 30.
Okay.
I'm gonna make that 36-23 at least.
Right.
I don't want it to be 30. It can't be 36 and 5 guys in double figures. That's what happened tonight. You get that. You can't nobody beat them like that.
Right.
And plus the thing is that you let him get it in an efficient manner. Now, if he gets 36 and it took him 30 shots, you can live with that, Twan.
Great point. That's a great point.
You let him get that. You let him get those numbers in an efficient manner. He's 14 to 25.
Yeah, that's a great point.
You let him. Go ahead.
I know Jeff Van Gundy. We all know Jeff Van Gundy. Great defensive mind, one of the greatest defensive minds that coach basketball. He's won against Michael Jordan. He's won against Kobe Bryant. He's won against some of the greatest scorers to ever play the game. You got to decide which one. You can't just take both of them. You can't just let this guy. You can't take the triple double and the 30 points. You can't let that happen. You got to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to double team this guy and make him a passer. Nuggets only hit 10 threes tonight. They didn't hit a lot of threes. They hit 10. No. The Clippers hit 10. So, you're even in the 3-point category tonight. So I got to take my chances. I'm going to respect this guy, can possibly be the MVP again. He's probably one of the top 5 greatest centers to ever play the game. You have to respect guys. That's what I was saying about Steph. You have to respect guys and what they bring to the game and how much a difference they make to their team. I can't let Joker have both of them. That's just me. I'm not going to. And T-Lou, you got to figure out, I'm not going to let them do both.
Yeah, I thought they the other night he had a triple double, but it was in a losing effort. He was he's Nicole. There's a reason why he's won 3 MVPs in the last 5 years. He's probably going to finish second this year. He's been second every other time that he didn't win the award. I don't think this year's going to be any different. He's sensational. Because we've never seen a center that can do all that he can do on the offensive end. He has no weakness. Footwork is impeccable. He can shoot the 3. He has a turnaround. He can play with his back to the basket. He can run the offense. Hey, you come with a double team, he knows, that's you. So my man, this guy's supposed to be over here without even looking. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He's that kind of an IQ basketball player. Go ahead, Twan.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You got to respect him. Respect the skill set. Respect what he brings to the table, and try to take something away. And then you got to try to double team, get the ball out of his hands, make somebody else beat you. I want to take my chances. If it's me, I'm gonna double team him, and I'm gonna see how many Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, see if Aaron Gordon. I'm gonna see how many shots those guys can make. I'm gonna see if one of those guys can go off. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna double team Junker or frustrate him, get it out of his hands.
They need to get a little bit more from him. I think they need to get a little bit more from Chris Dunn. I thought Kawhi played really well, especially in the second half of that fourth quarter. He was really good. Zubac is giving you everything. I mean, he's giving you what he averaged in the regular season, 19 and 12. Harden, I like to see Harden be a little bit more aggressive. He only took 11 shots. I like to see Harden around 15 to 18.
I think he's trying to pick his spots. If you kind of watch him, he's not like overly aggressive. He's trying to get his teammates involved. But I think at certain times he has to be aggressive. When they go to that Ben Simmons lineup, Ben Simmons ain't even they're not even looking at the basket, Shane. He ain't even looking at the basket. So when You know what I'm saying, Chad? He's not looking at the basket. So by him not looking at the basket, bro, he in the game. He's kind of like, he's on their team. It's 6 against 4 when he's not looking at the basket. So that may be a time where James go, get into his one-on-one game and try to be a lot more aggressive. But I do agree with you. It's them nights. You need that 30, that 35, like, when Kawhi went on and had that 30, 35-point performance. You need James and Kawhi got to go get those numbers because you're not going to get much, at that center spot besides when Ben is in the game. And I know they like to play that lineup because they get Denver kind of confused a little bit and everything. And Ben is a pretty good defender. I am going to say that. He is a pretty good defender. He still can play defense. But offensively, he's such a liability. It's hard to watch sometimes. I can't believe it that he's such a liability right now.
Yeah, I'm cheating off him.
Twan. Twan, somebody like Ben Simmons that has all the potential, obviously, at one point, and what I thought, based on what I heard and what I've seen, at what point mentally does a confidence kick in and he understands how good he can actually be? And he finds himself getting in the rhythm and he finds himself getting confidence. I mean, I don't understand what the issue is. Based on him, if you look at him, you understand what he can do. He can play defense. He can score if he had the confidence and willingness to shoot the ball, whether it be mid-range, whether it be three, whether it be, taking people off the dribble to the hole. It's like he doesn't want to do anything. I don't understand. I've seen him a clear layup right there and is wide open, and he'd rather pass it off.
I think at this point it's going to take a coach that honestly believes in him, play him extended minutes, and force him to be aggressive offensively. You have to really basically force him to be that. Remember he was playing a lot of point guard towards the end before he left New Jersey, Brooklyn. Right. But he has to you have to put him in position where you have to force him to be a scorer, to be a playmaker. Like him playing at center, if I was Lou, I'd let him bring the ball up the court against Jokic, maybe put him in a pick and roll, maybe he can turn the corner. The Joker can't guard him in the open court. But you're bailing them out. You're bailing them out by not letting him be aggressive offensively for what you just talked about, Chad, because he don't want to shoot the ball. He don't want to be aggressive and attack the basket. That's what's bad about that situation.
So, me personally, I think it's that ship sailed because there were times that he had the ball in his hand at Philly, and he wasn't aggressive. And Joel Embiid said what he said. Doc Rivers said what he said. You see, the thing is, and I use the analogy like this, Twan and Ocho.
Mm-hmm.
I can teach you to swim if you're not afraid of the water. See, if you're afraid of the water, I can't teach you how to swim. You see, Twan, you said he's afraid of the basket, so I can't teach him how to be aggressive. You see, a guy that's not afraid of the basket, hey, I miss it. Okay. Oh, well, the next one going to go in. That's not how he sees it. Plus, if he gets fouled, he doesn't want to go to the free throw line because he got the yips there. So now I'm not looking to score. And I'm not looking because they might foul me and put my butt on the free throw line. So I'm afraid of the water, so I really won't ever be able to do anything but doggy paddle or stand up in the kiddie pool. I'm really not going to try to I'm not going to put my head up under the water. Go back and look at it.
You're right. I like what you said is 100% accurate, and I think that. But I think what T. Lue is looking at is that maybe I got a quicker guy. He's been a great defender in this league. Jokic is not a guy that plays above the basket. He plays below the rim. Just a guy that I can probably put on Jokic and mix it up a little bit. Because Ben Simmons probably 6'10", 6'11".
Easy.
That's like,
what?
You know what I'm saying?
So, whoa. Time out. He what?
He about 6'10", 6'11", Chad.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why he playing center. That's why he's playing center.
He's that big. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's 6'5", 6'6".
Oh, no way. No. The shortest he may be is 6'9". If that's the shortest
6'10".
he may be. 6'10", yeah. He's tall boy, he's a big boy.
Man, he's supposed to be out there dogging it, man. I'm talking about stop
but
playing
see,
with me.
That boy didn't get $100 million contract because he was 6'5". He's 6'10", 6'11", with them handles.
See, what concerned me is that I didn't see him get any better from his rookie year until now. Go back and look at all the guys that got these big contracts. Have you seen Shea get better? Have you seen Jaylen Brown get better? Have you seen Jason Tatum get better? Have you seen Luka? Have you seen Jalen Brunson? Look at all the guys. Austin Reeves is a prime example. It's hard if you put the time in the gym for you not to get incrementally better, Twan. It's just hard. For you to stay the same tells me you're doing the same thing. Look at those guys and how they've evolved and how they've gotten better and better. Look at Kawhi. Kawhi wasn't no scorer when he got in the league. Kawhi gave you about 12, 13. Now Kawhi can give you 26, 27 when he's healthy because you see the work